Hi guys, this is Namkraft. What's going on? Let's continue with the ASL journey between Queen and Bess. This is quarterfinal number 1 and set number 4 is underway. So far Queen is up 2-1 and we have my favorite map this season, Death Valley. This map has been modified. The other day was when I was trying to play it, I could not expand early. Because if you know, on this position, this is where Queen is. You can actually go for this base for a quick expansion, but now they block it with some minerals. You need to mine out those minerals if you want to expand, and that is like lame. I could not sneak a base anymore, so I guess it's no longer, a Protoss flavored map. But let's see what is going to be Best's plan here. This map reminds me kind of Monty, like Monty Hall. The more the game goes on, the more it's gonna be better for Zerg because it can easily drop. Drop is so easy for Zerg in those kind of situation, and this is the reason why on maps like Monty Hall, if the game inevitably go towards the mid to late game situation, then Protoss will have a very hard time to fight against Zerg. So let's see how these players are going to be performing today. Looks like Best going to be going for an early scout. He will get past these extractor once again. Spawning pool first, coming from the opponent. I feel like in these kind of scenarios, you want to kind of exploit the fact that Queen is going for spawning pool first every single game and trying to go for something crazy like 12 Nexus. Because especially this is a two-player map, so the Overlord cannot find you quick enough. I mean, the number of seconds it takes for him to find you is the same regardless of where you're spawning. You can only spawn in one location. Anyhow, anyway, it's gonna be Forge first, and there's gonna be Zerglings first, and there's gonna be some drones trying. Okay, I guess you can go and expand. I could not try to figure out how this works on the other map, but I guess now I figured it out. So I guess you need to have 2 probes. Okay, I would try that in the next ladder game. Stupid me, noob Starcraft. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be seeing how these players are gonna be having some fights here. Looks like the Nexus goes up, so it's gonna be very interesting. And on the left lane has been taken by Zerg. The right lane eventually at some point will get taken as well. But for the time being, Queen has decided he's gonna take the lane that is safer. But of course, I think Best can also go towards this lane. Can he not? He can actually put a pylon down here and then go for a pylon sneak out, and he can actually plan a cannon here at this base sometimes in the future. I mean, he's got to do it soon, because if he doesn't do it, then the opponent will block off, that entrance with drones and everything like that. So it's going to be very hard. But anyways, the Overlord is going to see that there's a cannon. He will just want to confirm that it's a Nexus and nothing else, no crazy buildings behind it. And the game is going to go on as usual. So I'm going to take this chance to read some advertising. My name is Namkraft. Welcome to the channel, and have a seat if you are here for the first time. Some nice etiquette to keep things order in the house. There's going to be some links in the video description for you to just kind of move around and keep the games unspoiled for yourself and everyone else. Just use those links to the previous game in the tournament, next game in the tournament, and the overall tournament playlist are the most useful links for all of you. There's going to be a slight audio, discomfort. It's going to be a bit more Korean in one ear and a bit more English in the other ear. This is by design so that the Korean viewers can have some nice games, and of course the English viewer also have their own little corner of fun. What else? If you are gonna leave a comment as to who wins the game, please refrain from saying outright, "Oh my God, Best is so good." Instead, say spoiler, and then type enter 4 times, and that's going to be a way for you to actually keep your comment hidden from the rest of us until they actually click the see more button. A Zealot sneaking past the Overlord is going to be an interesting move here. These videos would not have ads in the middle of a set. There's always going to be ads in the beginning of the set, but that's going to be the end of that. So if you appreciate this ad-free, non-interrupted StarCraft content, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description, and you will join these ladies and gentlemen, in the Hall of Fame. Mr. Red Terran Wraith, Mr. Alex, Mr. who else I cannot remember, Mr. McDonald, yes, last 30 days, Mr. Donald, so it's very pivotal in his effort to support me. Mr. Peter from Sweden, and Mr. Sea Goblin also from Norway. So thanks a lot for these gentlemen. If you want to join them and get personal shout out, as well as these custom-made custom-made avatar, which I guess I showed you once, but I will show you once again. This is gonna be Mr. Sea Goblin. If you want a picture like this of me drawing your naked body, feel free to leave a comment. Anyways, earnings are out of position. Zealots walk right past everything. We wish actually to drive the drones back home here. They go for the attack. He gets one drone and slow reaction from Best. He gets trapped. He gets trapped. Possibly he's gonna try to get Sentiment to actually scout, but he already see the spire. This is not the spire. He already saw these the hydrants, so actually cannot serve any field. Can he find a weak drone? Is there a weak drone in here? He tried to go for it. He's now very good for Queen to pull his drones back right away, and this Zealot is not able to do any damage. It would die now. It would die now. 3 hatchery once again with hydras and a 4th hatchery, so perfect timing. This forge cannot complete, and actually on this game, if you are best and you are boxing, you are done. You cannot mine the minerals because those hydras will be blocking you from mining the minerals effectively. So that's the situation. Anyways, I wanted to just quickly show you the win rates, because we don't have much in terms of win rates, but we do have something. So here the win rates, as you can see, Death Valley is so bad for Protoss. It's horrible. But this is the old version of Death Valley, so I don't know if the new version is a lot better or what. But anyways, it's overall going to try to check. Do you have something like, I don't know, massive Zelle, massive gateways, but we don't have any courses. Of course, there's a Corsair flying around, so there's going to be a Stargate. But yeah, as you can see, Queen is going to start to think about this area. He's going to try to wall it off with some hydras. If you can do that, that's going to be something. But Best is going to be going for double courses, so I think he's got some plans. I'm not so sure what exactly is the plan here, because usually you don't want to build more than one course. But this game, you do want a bit of air dominance, because it's going to be very difficult for you to move around with. What are these courses doing? They fly a little bit too far forward and they fly a little bit too far backward, and now we see that there's going to be a lot of hydras, and these courses need time to actually recuperate their shields. Zealots start to come out here, and looks like Best's gonna have to back up. Queen's actually APM is not right behind. We do have a dodge slipping across now. Very timely, timing, very timely timing, basically. And this Dodgeman is gonna start to move towards the 3rd base, and looks like the Overlord's actually not here. The drone's gonna try to come out to take a hidden base, and this Dodgeman actually do a lot of attacks here. We have Dodgeman attacking against the front just to buy some time while the attack in the back is happening. Best is gonna try to pull back. He's moving across the map. Where's his drone going? Looks like there's an Overlord, but the courses are actually not moving to that area. They're waiting on this other side of the map, and he's starts to move in right now with Zelle with leg. He starts to attack. He started attacking. He's gonna come in right now. He will actually attack. He need to go for the drone. What are you doing? So slow. Get the drone. He get 2 drones. He get a couple more drones, and it's good, but he's gonna have to run back. And looks like there's gonna be another drone moving out, and he gets another drone or not. He's going inside the main. Looks like the Overlords are returning. Overlord will be completed just the right moment. So this Dodgeman is gonna be hiding in the corner, but he's not gonna be able to actually get any more damages done. And the Overlords are actually scouting patiently. And yeah, this Dodgeman is gonna get trapped completely. Another hatchery goes up. This is a nice strategy by Queen. Very nice strategy. And the moment he gets this area destroyed, it's gonna be impossible. And this Hydra is gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna snipe the High Templar. He's almost getting ready to snipe it here. The course is going to check, and yeah, Queen has prepared something very ominous for this map. He's gonna be going up for cannon. Why is he going up for cannon? He's gonna get completely boxed, and he sees the lurkers are there. He's gotta expect that this build is gonna go around. He's gonna put the cannons on here so that he can actually mine effectively. He's gonna come out here. Another Dodgeman goes into the expansion, but he's made some Zealot, and they will not be useful at all. He's gonna make sure that there can be no mining. And that's the least thing you can do here. The lurker completes, and this is a very tactical build here from Queen. No more mining can actually get plenty, and more Hydras coming out. And this game, I feel like it's not gonna be possible for Best to win. I mean, he's leading in supply, but his supply is completely dead weighted. They're not useful in any kind of battles. He's gonna slip a Dodgeman out. He's gonna put the cannons, but he's gonna be able to destroy Zerglings, and that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else but massive Zealot moving across the map. He might be able to actually do a frontal attack here, but keep in mind that there is a lurker defending in the front door, and Overlords are coming out. I'm not so sure where exactly these Overlords are going. I guess it's just gonna try to come out here and spot, but there's gonna be a frontal attack here that is kind of not yet scouted, and some cannons are actually holding a high ground, and Best is completely boxed. And keep in mind, he can still expand towards his top right, but the attack is imminent. What does Queen have in terms of defense? Got a single lurker, and Best can go in right now. now. He's gonna just forget about a single lurker and attack, and he's gonna start to move across the map. There's gonna be a storm. He's gonna need to be waiting patiently for that lurker to deploy itself. There's gonna be some sunkens, and actually Queen is not in the right position to attack. He's gonna start to move in here, and looks like there's gonna be a single lurker. Drones have been evacuated. He needs to find that lurker and actually snipe it. He does a good storm. He's gonna storm one more. He gets, but there's gonna be a second lurker. He's gonna back up, and that was a terrible engagement. He actually could attack a lot better, but he exhausted all of his storms now, and now he's gonna be forced to wait out here. But keep in mind, this base can never be mined. Okay, actually, it can be mined. It can be mined. I'm not so sure what is going to be the plan here for Best, because he's going to be running out of minerals very soon. But yeah, very fun map. I love Death Valley, but you see how imbalanced it is for one player than the other. But still, we shall see if Best's going to have a chance here. He needs to have observers now. If he has observers, it's going to be a little bit different in this situation. For now, he's not able to move out here, and these drones are mining those mineral patches. He can make a cannon. Why doesn't he make a cannon? I guess he doesn't have the money for it. I mean, he's got a lot of money. You can see it. He's got 800 minerals. Just go and make a cannon and make sure the enemy cannot mine. I mean, he built a pylon already, and it's so easy to make a cannon. Maybe he's just not thinking about it. Anyways, his data finally dies. And that's going to be that. Anyways, this score says our god is also going to be falling, and Best not paying attention. Not paying attention. He's getting ready to expand, which is fine. And it's going to be a shuttle dropping what now? Dropping some Zelle in the middle lane. This is not a bad idea. This base will come up. Keep in mind, you can actually have lurker drop on the high ground. I mean, this game is so insane. There's just so many different options that Zerg can have here, because in the late game you are so strong with drop. And I don't even know why Best picked Death Valley. I guess you need to pick something, because there are 7 maps and they will all get used. They will all get used, and he's closing himself up. He says, you know what, I know that I would just hang out here for the entire game because I have drop. I have so many options, and the Overlord sees that these are moving out across the map. There's going to be lurker deployed at the 3rd base here. This 3rd base will have some coverage, which is nice. The shuttle is going to fly towards the middle area. There's going to be something that looks like the hatches are returning. So I guess this hatchery will get saved, and what is going to be the Mausolus attacking against something else. He's going to start to cross the map now. He's going to try to go for a surround. He's got enough. Go and snipe the hatchery. Go and snipe the hatchery. Send the units towards the hatchery, and these lurkers are in the right place, and Best is completely shut down. He's completely shut down. He's going to try to go for a surround, but he's not able to get anything done. Where are his observers? He needs to have observers by now, but he doesn't have it. And the enemy is allowed to mine and take out the entire bottom left. I mean, this game is so hard. He needs to fight, but he cannot find the right angle. And more hatcheries goes up, and Queen is so smart. This is why he's, I mean, is it called Brain Zerg? Or is it Calm? Some players are called Brains. I'm not so sure exactly who, but anyways, Best is gonna mine out this base. He's gonna try to snipe this hatchery, but not able to do so. It's gonna run somewhere else once again just to buy some. And lurkers on the high ground. There's a cannon. There's a cannon. But why the cannon is not attacking the lurker? I don't know why. Is this the terrible situation with this map or what, man? But anyway, Dragoon's gonna start to come out now, and we're gonna be able to get the lurkers. Finally, you can see the lurkers, because finally the observer is here to spot, which is not a bad idea. But Best is losing him, but he's got a lot of supply, man. He's gonna start to do a frontal attack. We actually can snipe out this base. Things will be looking very interesting. But what about this base? What about trying to put cannon on the high ground so that drones cannot mine? I feel like that's going to be the nice idea here. Best can be able to bust his front door, which is not a bad idea. But Queen is taking the entire left side of the map. He's taking every single area now. That's going to be disastrous, but Best going to try to go for frontal attack. There's going to be some lurkers defending. What about counter drop? I think Queen can actually go for drops on this map at some point in the future. Can actually drop some critical infrastructure in the middle area. But Best is going to get ready to expand in the middle. He's got some units. He's gonna be mined out of his main soon. He's almost maxed out. This base going to him is not a bad idea, but what can he do? He's gonna have an arbiter. Wow! The Korean commentator completely missed. It's gonna come in. There is no scourges. There's nothing. He's gonna drop inside the main. So Queen is not paying attention. Where is he doing? He's dropping where? There's gonna be some hydras. What is he doing? He would drop here. He would drop all of these. This is gonna be a nice attack. And looks like the arbiter died. But this is what Best is prepared. Oh my god! He's gonna destroy everything inside the main. He's gonna shut down the extractor so that no reinforcement can go. He's gonna destroy the hatchery. He's gonna destroy everything else. There's gonna be more drop. What is he doing? He's destroying some drones. But don't think about the next part of the game as well, which is gonna be the other side of the map. These spires gonna get destroyed. It's gonna be some mutants getting created here, and Hydra's gonna try to get inside. The Dragoon's to hold position right here. He's gonna gonna have a storm on high ground. He's waiting to storm. He's not storming. He's waiting for the lurker to deploy. So that's gonna be a beautiful drop, and it's gonna kill one lurker in the middle area here. And looks like he's gonna destroy the spire. Yeah, he's gonna destroy. He didn't destroy the extractor. The extractor was not destroyed. He couldn't destroy the extractor, but he did not. So those Hydras are returning from the outside, but he's able to kill the zone. It's gonna be the next drop here. He's waiting to attack at the front door. He's gonna try to hang out here. He's gonna have the observer to be in position to attack, and massive forces coming from the other side. There's gonna be some good storm. He might storm, or he's gonna attack from the high ground here, which is nice here. And once again, good storm to trade well, but reinforcement from Best. Where is it exactly? He's gonna try to come down south. I'm not too sure it's gonna be a nice move. He's gonna destroy everything here. He's gonna destroy, and Best has decided this is the way to play against Protoss. He needs to attack the front right now. He's got some forces that's not moving in. He's gonna move in on, because if Queen can clear this area, can block up the extractor, he needs to attack. What is he doing? Attack right here. What is he doing? Attack with his forces right. He's gonna start the movement, and drones are running away. He's gonna start the attack. Where's Observer? There's Observer. Just gonna try to surround the area. There's only 2 lurkers. There's nothing to snipe. There's no Scourge. There's a Scourge. There's a Scourge. He needs to snipe the Observer right now. He's not sniping it. He's sniping, and this lurker is alive. The lurker is alive. Destroy the extractor to save your base, man. Destroy the extractor. Extractor has been sniped. He's been sniped, and looks like this base will fall, but there's no Observer. And now Queen is boxed in, but there could be drop. There could be another Arbiter coming out soon. Let's see what's going to be happening here. This hatchery is going to be falling. He needs to attack and snipe the hatchery. He's going to just snipe it. There's a single lurker buying so much time, but Zealot's attacking against the new base. He needs to snipe the hatchery right now. Where is Zealot's going? He's waiting to storm. He's going to attack from the high ground here, which is not a bad idea. The next Arbiter's got full of energy, but Best's running out of minerals. I mean, he's running out of places to expand to. Best 175 supplying the enemy. It's got some forces as well in some other areas, and then Best gonna come up with the Arbiter. He's gonna have to recall somewhere. A single Dragoon buying so much time and hiding in the corner. Is gonna storm in. There's gonna be a nice observer. This base will fall very easily. This is a nice strategy. Have you seen Arbiters against Protoss and Zerg? What a nice way for Best to come back. This was an insane game. The lurker needs to deploy itself right now. It's not deploying. Observer's gonna try to snipe the Arbiter. The Arbiter is still alive. Of course, the Spire is gone. The Spire is gone, so no more Scourges for like years. No more Scourges for years. This hatchery falls, so that means actually Best can expand here, but he's running out of minerals. Keep that in mind. He needs to start to expand. Good storm though, but he needs to expand, and more storm. He's research Hyperpress energy, so each of those can have 3 storms, but those units are not yet dead. They're kind of not fully dead. He needs to attack it with Dragoons, but he's not finding the right moment to attack it. He's gonna be to hold out here for a while and buy sometime. Where's the next attack say from Best? This hatchery is still alive. What? This hatchery is still alive, and Zerg can still stream too. We need to have a drop at some point in the future. He's gonna drop here. Where is he dropping? He's coming towards the southern map, and he needs to actually go for the cannon on the high ground to destroy this base. He's gonna come out, and he's gonna destroy the last lurkers, and this base will fall. And he's getting ready to storm somewhere else. But keep in mind that Queen has got a surplus of minerals, but he doesn't have a place to expand to. He cannot build tech. His tech is like non-existent. Where's his Arbiter going? He's looking for places to go to. He's gonna try to recall. He's gonna try to go towards the only position that has some units. But there's so many lurkers. He's waiting patiently for the time to attack here. But for the time he needs to expand. He's forgotten to expand. He needs to go for these other bases and let Queen just stick on this side of the map. Who cares about it? He's gonna get dropped. He's gonna drop. What is he doing? He would drop. He's got an observer. There are no more units, and there are no overlords. They cannot see, but now they can see. Dragoon's attacking very, very nicely, but Zealot's gonna come to the cross. He needs to storm from the low ground. He's not storming. He will storm those lurkers there. Where's observer? I'm not seeing it. Zealot's attacking randomly, but looks like Zerglings and reinforcement are very strong. Where's the other Protoss forces? He's decided to attack against this base instead, which is not a bad idea. Zealot just buying time in the corner because there's going to be no observers, and this hatchery will fall. But Best is running out of minerals. He is mining out of one base. He's getting stuck here, and it's not sniping this hatchery. This hatchery live. What is Best doing? And the Arbiter is going to get sniped. He's going to have to run back. He's going to have to go for a recall. He's losing the Arbiter. It's going to be disastrous here, and once again Spire is coming up. Keep that in mind. We could have another Arbiter recall in the main, but he's doing what? His APM is not high enough, man. He's running out of minerals. This was a nice idea, but what is next? He needs to expand once again right now. He doesn't have enough money. He's slowly moving forces with his Zelle out. He's got another Arbiter somewhere, but the Arbiter is getting sniped. It's going to be a problem. And these bases, once again, are coming out. We're going to be having cannons. Of course, he needs to make some forces, and this Arbiter is going to get sniped. The Arbiter is still alive. He's going to go out there and hide somewhere in the middle area. He needs to expand. He's got an Arbiter, but he doesn't have enough energy. You need to wait for a while. The Arbiter is going to be hanging inside the main here. And Pro's going to come out for some distance mining, of course. You need to go for distance mining. And some Zealots actually buying time. And I think now Best is going to start to lose steam here because Queen is going to start to come back. Best got nice upgrade, no doubt, +2 weapons and +1 armor, but what chaos can we do with upgrades? You need to actually have money to make things, and Best is distance mining. Of course, lurkers can get deployed in that area. Actually can have a drop in the main, it's gonna be great, but now drones gonna get saturated, and Best is running out of ideas. Why doesn't he put cannons on high ground behind these middle lines? I don't get it. I think it's easy, right? I think you can actually catch some of the drones, but he doesn't do it, and Best is just moving forces with a shuttle. He's moving forces with a shuttle, but now he's getting ready to go for the recon, and nice attack. He need to go for the big money, which is gonna be the main. He need to go for the main right now. Probes are coming out. He's doing distance mining. He's got Zelle attacking by. Sometimes he's gonna move across the map, and these Scourges who attack against these units here. He gets how many units, and he gets the main one. Oh my god! How the heck did he know that there was a main armor among these? And that was just pure luck. That was just pure luck here. And this game will go for Queen, and with that will be the end of this game possibly. What is he doing with the Dark Arc? I need to snipe the hatchery. Go for the hatchery. It's too slow. Best is too slow. He's buying some time, but this doesn't do anything at all. And he's distance mining. He's not allowed to come down south. He's not allowed. He can actually recall his base right here. If he tried before, but decided that's gonna be not the idea. And now Queen is catching up in supply, and Best is running out of minerals. He's dropping some Dark Templar, and these Arbiters once again are hiding in the corner. They need to go for, just forget about the enemy's main base. Who cares about the main base? Just go for these side bases. It's gonna be a lot better. The cannons on high ground is able to stop these probes from mining very nicely, but Best why does he put down a probe out there to go for it? And it looks like slowly but surely Queen is coming up, but these Dark Templars are going where there could be another hidden base, another really hidden base. This base is not yet taken by Best or by anybody. Keep that in mind. Anyways, the Dark Templars are going to start to come out, and Best is waiting to recall. He's going to recall here. This is a nice recall. He finally come out, and this base will get destroyed. Where's the Observer? We're not seeing it. Looks like this Arbiters is going to get sniped here. The Arbiters will fall. The Arbiters is alive. And Dark Templar sniping some Zerg. It's not a bad idea, but this factory will finally cause a Best need to open up this lane right now. He's opening it up. Keep in mind that the Arbiter tech will stay with him forever. He could storm from the high ground. He needs to storm right now. Probes are clearing up the lane. He needs to storm the incoming units. He could actually storm right now. He comes through. He's going to do some beautiful storm. It looks like Queen is not reacting. He's turning around. He's going to be impossible for Queen to save this. They return. Queen cannot attack anymore. Why is he attacking? Man, he's going to lose all of his forces to storm. He will eat so many storm. Best is clearing out a lot of forces and just buying so much time. And the Arbiters is going to get sniped though, which is going to be a bad thing. He's going to storm so many units. But what about the reinforcements? Zelle need to attack, and then some cannons buying some time. And that lurker is still alive, but the last storm kills up the last lurker. So these areas have been snipey, and actually Queen can come out. But Queen is sending all of his forces, and these Hydras actually do not have any more energy. Need to back down. But more Hydras start to come through. He could storm more. The Archon's buying a lot of time, and that is going to be a beautiful storm just to buy some more time here. Attack against the Hydras and forcing the units back, but running out of forces. Queen knows that he needs to just win this battle. Just send everyone to the front from the other side. But Best is gonna have a, okay. Oh my god! Look at how many lurkers are morphing. Insane amount of lurkers, and Best has run out of places. He's gonna come out with some arbiters just to buy time here. He can actually do some storm. Maybe he's gonna try to go for some stasis. If he resets stasis, I don't think he did. He's gonna get boxed in once again, and Best is forced distance mining. This game is gonna go to the list of best game for this year just because it was so insane. But Queen has held it, and he's shown that he's a contender to win the ASL. What is going to be Best's next move? He can actually go for a recall at some point in the future. He's forced to go for some distance mining, and Queen has taken up the entire map. Best can go for recall once again. Why not? Somewhere else on this map, it's going to be lurker on the high ground at that at the base, possibly to actually stop mining. It's not a big deal because I mean, just give that Best that area. We don't really care. He can actually just, yeah, those are very few mineral patches remaining. He's gonna storm slowly from the high ground and eat up those lurkers, but they are still alive. But finally he's gonna come out. He might storm more. He will storm those lurkers and wait for more time. He's gonna start to come down south and morph into an Archon. He's gonna storm more and just buy time that way, but he can actually go for another recall. I would just say go for small recalls. Looks like there's gonna be some Scourges coming through. It's gonna start to attack against one of the Arbiters. One of the Arbiters died. There's so many lurkers. The Zealots are not attacking fast enough. These lurkers are so deep on the southern side of the mineral patches, and looks like Best's gonna get pushed back, and now Queen has officially won the game. This game was great. 23 minutes, and actually it's not that long in terms of total gameplay, but it was just so clutch, so insane in terms of what exactly happened. I guess the recall energy thing was nice, but he was not able to, you know, the moment for Best was to actually kill the extractor. If he killed the extractor and while he was inside the enemy's main base, would have been a lot better, but he did not do that. And now this Arbiter is gonna fall, and Best would type GG, any moment soon. He's waiting, but he's not gonna do it because I mean, if he loses this game, it's gonna be still not like completely gone, but it's gonna be very hard for him to come out and come back here. He's gonna try to get as many look as possible, but he's gonna get pushed back once again, and once again, not mining efficiently. The cannon is buying some time. Observers actually get sniped here. He's gonna come down, and GG from Best. Queen has won a game on Death Valley against the Protoss with Arbiters. If you enjoyed this, guys, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.